So I haven't really seen this talked about yet, so I want to make a quick video on it. But the stock split dividend is Friday, right? GME will trade on a split adjusted basis starting trading Friday, right? So will the options, right? So is the option chain. Every single contract splits as well. So what does that mean? Every strike, right? Like if the strike is 400, now it's a 100 strike, right? The strike price gets cut in 1/4. So does the price of the contract, right? Because now, let's say you hold that $400 call. Let's say it's a $400 call for January of 23, right? Now it's a $100 call. And let's say it costs, I don't know, simple number, $12, right? It costs you 1,200 bucks. Now you're gonna have 4 contracts and they're each gonna be worth 300 bucks. So the options chain is divided as well. So why does that matter? Of course, none of this is financial advice. These are just my personal thoughts and opinions. But to me, why that matters is when you have a situation where market makers are writing options out of the money, and then those shares have a locate, right? But maybe those locates are all kind of the same. So once you need to actually go buy those shares to hedge for the possibility that the fact that the option becomes in the money, then you're going and buying more shares, right? So now there's more contracts, more shares that need to be bought. Yes, everything's splitting across the board. That is correct. And it wouldn't theoretically change the percentages, but you only need a smaller move in the stock now for a whole bunch more contracts to become in the money. And to me, it just really puts a lot of pressure on the options chain. It might not be instant, but just overall, now a $5 move in the stock is a large percentage move, whereas a $5 move now is not as large of a percentage. And you have a lot more contracts that then become in the money off of smaller dollar moves, right? Because you have contracts now that'll probably be in the cents, not always just like $100 contract, $95 contract. Because think about now, like a $95 contract would split and become a decimal. So I think the options chain will be a little bit beat up by this stock split dividend, so to speak. So I'm definitely low-key watching that a little bit. I'm very curious how, like, if you're the market maker and you've been playing options a lot and you keep exercising max pain, and to clarify what max pain is, so what max pain is the price the stock would be where the most options expire worthless. So if you're a market maker selling options, you want as many of them to expire worthless, right? So you keep the premium that the buyers are paying. So that's why GameStop always kind of lands at max pain. Now max pain will be a very tight window, but if it's even slightly off max pain, they'll have a lot of options that expire in the money, and now the option seller has to pay up the shares, right? So I think that's where the pressure comes on the option chain. Feel free to poke holes in what I'm saying in the comments and discuss. That's what this is all about. Increasing my knowledge, increasing your knowledge, and just kind of looking at all the aspects of GameStop stock, because it seems like if you're watching this video, you probably like the stock like I do. But have a great day.